arrogantly saying they don't need no midfielder. Now we saw the news 24 hours ago. All of a sudden, it is now gone back on that narrative saying he needs a midfielder. We can see Man City, regardless of the brought in Haaland, as not as invincible or strong as they've been for a while because other teams are improving. We saw West Ham about to complete the deal for Paqueta. Imagine a likes of West Ham having Paqueta. We just saw Isaac went to Newcastle. We are seeing even the mid-table teams bringing in quality, meaning the quality of the league has gone up, meaning no team this season. I stand on that word, and I want you to come and tell me why. If the quality of the mid-table teams are going up, the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City are going to get 90 to 9, going to get 95 to 100 points. That's impossible. They can't. As the quality go up, the competition is stiffer, the points don't drop. I'm not saying Liverpool cannot still compete for the top four. I don't think they're going to win the league. No, they are not going to win the league. As strong as Man City are, they could win the league. They're still a formidable team. But I think, in my opinion, they've been depleted a little bit. Did you see their bench against Newcastle? Have you seen their bench recently? There's this myth that Man City have 20 world-class players. That's a lie. Did you see how Willock took Kyle Walker on a ride against Newcastle? His space is reduced. Have you seen that the defensive stability of Man City is not as strong as it used to be? We can see this thing blatantly, but these guys are going to tell us, no, what you're saying is untrue. Welcome to the channel, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like the video, it's very important for the algorithm, and turn notification bell. I'm not going to waste your time so much. As I started this season on a fantastic note. We've won 3 from 3. Crystal Palace, Leicester City, and Baltimore. It's been fantastic across board. Playing the best football, in my opinion, in the league. The attack is sharp. The midfield is colossal, formidable. The defense is strong, agile, pacey. Everything about Arsenal right now is looking fantastic. You can't deny it. I know for the past few years we've been struggling, we've been terrible, we've not up to scratch. So the banter was well deserved. But this narrative of Arsenal can't do much is just 3 games. Let's not forget. It was just preseason, the first narrative, just the first game, right? The second game, the third game. When we rival fans, I'm not to give us credit, acknowledge the fact that something has changed in Arsenal. No, don't worry. You'll give us credit when we win something tangible, which is a fair argument to have. But acknowledge that something has changed. The fact that you keep on denying and pushing the envelope, moving the goalpost. Like I said, oh, it's just preseason. That was the first goalpost. Oh, let's go to the first game. Let's see how they go against Crystal Palace. We won that one. Oh, just the first game. Crystal Palace are not yet match ready. Leicester, oh, it's just Leicester, they're struggling. Bournemouth, it's just Bournemouth. We're going to play Fulham today. So what will be the narrative if we win? Keep moving the goalpost. I love it. Keep moving the goalpost. I saw this video from Goldbridge, and I think it was kind of the argument and narrative were just disingenuous, they're kind of silly. Shout out to him, the OG in the game. But the fact that you have a million and a half subscribers doesn't make you the brightest person in the room. You can be silly. Your ideas can be riddled with agendas, prejudice, and all kinds of silliness because you're a rival fan. You cannot stand the fact that Arsenal is doing well, which is fair. We're all rivals, but sometimes objectivity is key, especially when you have a large platform like that. You don't need to misinform people and tell blatant lies just to make a point. You can make your point without being facetious or disingenuous, or don't just misinform your audience. Have some respect for them. Let me play this video and you understand what I'm talking about. Fair use, and fair use.
Conversation. Can Arsenal win the league? Yes. Can Spurs win the league? Yes. Will they win the league? No. And the reason they won't win the league, most likely, is because Liverpool and Man City, whether you like it or not, can get themselves into a position at the start of February where they can basically win every game till the middle of May.
That's a lie. Not this season. See, this nonsense of pushing and overrating the quality of certain teams is just bullshit. We just seen Man City struggle against Newcastle. It's just how many games in. They struggle against Newcastle. Just say Liverpool, play 3, lost 1, drew 2. What are you talking about? They can't come on, middle of February when it's cookie bomb time, when teams are fighting for their stay in the Premier League, people are fighting against relegation, people are fighting to qualify for top 4, they're going to go on a run. This is the best time to go on a run. I can see that the midfield of Liverpool is decimated by injuries. They can't keep fit. Klopp in the beginning of the season was bullish and was arrogantly saying they don't need no midfielder. Now we saw the news 24 hours ago. All of a sudden, it is now gone back on that narrative saying he needs a midfielder. We can see Man City, regardless of the brought in Haaland, as not as invincible or strong as they've been for a while because other teams are improving. We saw West Ham about to complete the deal for Poqueta. Imagine a likes of West Ham having Poqueta. We just saw Isaac went to Newcastle. We are seeing even the mid-table teams bringing in quality, meaning the quality of the league has gone up, meaning no team this season. I stand on that word, and I want you to come and tell me why, if the quality of the mid-table teams are going up, the likes of Liverpool and Manchester City are going to get 90 to 9, going to get 95 to 100 points. That's impossible. They can't. As the quality go up, the competition is stiffer, the points don't drop. I'm not saying Liverpool cannot still compete for the top 4. I don't think they're going to win a league. No, they are not going to win a league. As strong as Man City are, they could win the league. They're still a formidable team. But I think, in my opinion, they've been depleted a little bit. Did you see their bench against Newcastle? Have you seen their bench recently? There's this myth that Man City have 20 world-class players. That's a lie. Did you see how Willock took Kyle Walker on a ride against Newcastle? His space is reduced. Have you seen that the defensive stability of Man City is not as strong as it used to be? We can see this thing blatantly, but these guys are going to tell us, no, what you're saying is untrue. You are having a mirage. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Yes, he has a bigger platform than I have right now. Yes, he has more steps than I have right now, but doesn't mean I have to listen to bullshit pushed in my face and swallow it hook, line, and sinker. Absolute nonsense. This is not a personal attack on McGoldbridge. He's an OG in the game. But when he's saying some bullshit, come on, we have to push back on some bullshit. Let's continue.
That is. There's a great line. You've got to have been in a Premier League title race to win a Premier League title.
Another lie.
Liverpool.
You don't have to be in the title race. Yes, most of the time. Let's get it clear. Most of the time, the odds are better if you've been in title races in previous season to be in another title race. But there was something that defied the odds. When Leicester won in 2016, were they in the title race at 2015? No, hell no. So it's just a blatant misinformation to tell your audience and to push it to our faces that you have to be in a title race previously to win the title. Leicester proved that that's a lie. Leicester was not in the title race in 2014 or 2015, but they won in 2016. Meaning, if there's a drop off in the quality of the top tier teams, there's a possibility for the likes of Spurs or Arsenal or Chelsea to win it. Just make sure you prepare that. Most teams have to just be prepared that if the top team drop off, there should be an opportunity for them to sneak in. That's why you can see likes of Newcastle are actually making sure they have quality teams so that if the top teams, the traditional top teams drop off in form, they will just move in seamlessly. The English Premiership is very, very competitive. You have no time to be slacking. You cannot afford to take your foot off the gas, or someone else will pummel you and put you to the sword. Another lie I just debunked. Let's keep moving.
Liverpool did it, didn't they? They pushed Man City really close that year where it was ridiculous points total. Was it 98 and 99 points? I can't remember. The following year, they won it. Even if Arsenal could stay in a title race, and it would probably be with Man City or Liverpool, let's be honest, have they got the pedigree? Have they got the depth? Have they got the experience to go from February to May? And let's not forget, World Cup year. And let's not forget.
Another lie. Have they got the depth, the experience? No, experience I might give it to you, but experience sometimes relative. Burnley has experienced players. They still win relegation. You can't just have experience and not have the right players. the way the English media or the mainstream media like to overrate experience. You can be experienced and stupid. You can be experienced and useless. Experience has to come with quality. All this giving so much muscle, so much power, so much sovereignty to experience solely is absolute nonsense and brainwashing. You have to have the experience and the right quality of players and the right quality of management to actually make a significant surge on the challenge. And Arsenal has, in my opinion, have the quality of players and relative experience. Likes of Xhaka, like I experienced, even though they may not have won the English Premiership, Partey is an experienced campaigner. He has won it with Atletico Madrid. So you can't tell me, oh, you have to, no, I don't hear he won it. He's experienced, he's an experienced player. Let me not scratch that part. Partey is an experienced player. Xhaka is an experienced player. Now, the rest of the team is relatively unexperienced, which is fair, but they have the quality. In my opinion, Arsenal has one of, even though these guys will refuse to give them the kudos, Arsenal have one of the best defenses in the league. We have quality midfielders in the league, and our attack is young and vibrant and experienced. Jesus has won the league with Man City. Zinchenko has won the league with Man City. So what are you talking about? What do you mean we don't have to do it? Now, about the runs in February to May. These runs affects all across broad, from Man City to Liverpool to Chelsea to Arsenal to Spurs. It's all across broad. It's not as if Arsenal will be the sole team affected by the runs from February to May. It's all across board. So this doesn't make sense. Now, you might say, according to antecedent and history, this team have been doing it right. But at the same time, if you look at what is, see, it's all fair and good to always rely on history and antecedent. But you cannot forget new information and what's happening right now. When there is new information, things are changing, you have to apply things in context. Manchester United are experienced team, but they have been struggling for the past how many seasons? So sometimes context has to be applied to these general statements they make. Like I said, absolute bullshit. All the teams, all the top 6 teams to top 8 teams are going to be faced with hectic schedules and fixtures from February to May. And this myth, like I said, is a myth that Man City and Liverpool have this abundance of players on the bench of quality substitute. Like I said, go back and look at the Newcastle game and tell me the quality you saw, overwhelming quality you saw on the Man City bench. Go back and tell me how the quality of the bench of Liverpool, when most of them are always out injured. So come on. You're having a laugh. Let's continue.
I was doing the Champions League draw last night. I'm doing the Europa League draw today. I didn't realise, because of the World Cup, I was like, well, we normally have Champions League qualifiers in late November and December, so when are they being played? Well, they're getting all played before November. So
Okay.
basically, you play, if you're in the Europa League like Arsenal, you're playing your 6 Europa League games before the World Cup. Now, you can do a bit of rotation if you want to, but the Europa
Another bullshit. Same for Liverpool, same for Man City, same for Spurs, same for Chelsea. They are going to play their own Champions League fixtures within that time. This is not making sense. Now, it's making it seem as if only Arsenal is going to have that schedule of playing their Europa League Cup games. Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool to have rotation in their team. This is preposterous. This is absolutely not. This is waffling. He's saying absolutely nothing that makes sense. Let's continue.
League's got to be important for clubs like Arsenal and Manchester United, because
Sure.
what if you don't get top 4? Europa League's away into the
What
Champions League.
if?
So burnout's going to be a big problem for everybody. Squad depth.
Burnout is going to be for everybody. So why are you so particular about burnout for Arsenal when you're not concerned about burnout for Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Spurs? So the burnout is going to solely affect just Arsenal, not the likes of Liverpool, not the likes of Spurs. Absolute nonsense again. Like I said, he has no valid points why Arsenal should not be considered, in my opinion, a title contender. Like I said, will Arsenal win it? I'm not going to put my heads and bet on anything on it. But there's a possibility, just like there's a possibility for Spurs. Like I said, it's obvious to us to see that Manchester City are still the favorite, overwhelming favorite, but there are cracks in their team. Liverpool, in my opinion, will not win the league. They can't. They don't have the bodies. We saw how they struggle against Spurs. Sorry, against Fulham, against Liverpool, against Crystal Palace. They are not the team they used to be. All these bestowing them with the old glory of what they used to be is just bullshit. Apparently, right now, Liverpool is not that team. I get it. A lot of you cannot just get your head around it that Liverpool used to be the team. How come they are not that team they used to be? I could be wrong, but looking at it logically and applying rationale and applying what I'm saying, apparently, what we can see for ourselves and the competitiveness of the English Premiership, Liverpool will not win this league. But like I said, anything can happen, but I'm saying emphatically they will not win this league. Now, can Arsenal win it? Anybody can win it. The top six can win it. But will they win it? In my opinion, it's a 50-50. If you disagree, leave in the comment section. I know a lot of Arsenal fans are too scared and too nervous to pop on their chest and saying we could compete for the English Premiership. I know for a long time we've been traumatized by disappointment of the past, but not these players. What gives me a hope that we could do something very substantial this season, something very, very grandiose, is because these are not the players that have let us down in the past. These are different players. You might not rate Arteta, but I can see what he's doing. So a lot of you have been brainwashed that if it's not the usual brand names, the Contes, it's not Pep, it's not what other club, you can't win the league. Absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. If a man is good enough, whether is a non-name or not, if a man is good enough, he can do it. I believe in the quality that a man eschews, not just the status symbol or the name. Guys, do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell, and I'll see you guys. Make sure you enjoy this weekend. Watch out for the reviews of Arsenal matches, Arsenal match against Fulham. Hopefully we get 3 points. Hopefully score a few goals. Hopefully I come back smiling. Hopefully I'm not disappointed, and I'll see you on the next one.